Good morning on Monday. Yesterday we posted a video about the cleaning garage, and today we are starting a week in a, working in a clean garage. The plan for this week for us is to hopefully start this thing, but that's mostly the boys. Adam, who is doing all the fabrication and all the engine work, and Andrew, who is working on the cables and spaghetti. My mission with this engine is mostly visuals. I'll be painting this cover.
You need to refresh all air conditioning system. It's your job.
And I'm thinking about painting this as well.
You says yes, so I says okay.
Okay, I also will be refreshing the air conditioning system.
Nice.
Which is gonna be pain in the ass. Okay, my main thing for today though is also working on the suspension of the car, because since we built this car, since it was 270 horsepower, I loved how it looked. Low car, stretch tires, cambers and all that. It was looking good and it was driving good with those 270 horsepower. Now if it's gonna be around 400-500, there's not much point of having that much power and ride on this kind of, you know, stretch at the back and the camber, and also same at the front. Not much grip at the front, not much grip at the back. The car would just slide. So today we are gonna be working on adding some grip to the car. That's why there's some rear tires 265 and some front tires 235. And what I need to do is change the tires on the front, change the tires on the rear, raise the car, straighten the rear wheels, just give the car a bit of grip because it's gonna be fast. Otherwise, if I won't do that, we will have 400 horsepower that drives same as before because it would just be sliding, no? Yes or no?
I like.
I know you like. So we are turning this JZX, where it's still technically a GX, but we can call it JZX because it's JZ engine now, so I'm gonna call it that, into more of a AB spec machine. Yeah, let's change the tires first. Okay, the difference between stretch style stance camber gang and grip and speed, that's literally the difference. 235, 265. This is the look that's desired by most, but this doesn't look much worse than that. And I think for some, this looks even better than this. I need to see it on the car. Now, I need to install this wheel back on the car, but firstly, I need to do the unthinkable and raise the suspension a bit, because obviously the tire is taller, so it would hit my arch. So let's raise it maybe, I don't know, 2-3 centimeters, install the wheel and then see where we are. Okay, patrz to idzie, patrz. Nie było to ruszane przez
to
ile?
jest BC Racing. Jeśli byś się jeszcze zastanawiał, jaki gwint kupić, to...
Widziałeś to? Ja to po prostu rozkontrowałem i normalnie ręką. Okay, this is how it looks at the moment. I raised the car 4 centimeters and I think it's a bit too much, because it could be a bit lower, like probably 1 cent. I don't know though, because the suspension obviously is gonna be working a bit. But if we do 1 centimeter...
Listen, 1 centimeter and cut a bit out of this, because this is still going up. Can you feel it? It's still kind of going up, so you're gonna get 3 millimeters back.
But also what I want to do is get a bit of thinner spacer, probably also 1 centimeter, because at the moment it's it's poking quite a bit, and I'd like it to be like on zero, same level as the Fender. 1 centimeter lower and 1 centimeter less less spacer. I don't know if I have smaller spacers, so at the moment I'm gonna just lower it 1 centimeter and then we'll see how it looks.
This will be you later. 5 stars.
What do you mean?
This will be your wanted level.
What's wanted level?
You want GTA gaming. Sam doesn't know gaming. He never played anything.
Like 5 stars is a manna?
Yes, mana.
Mana.
Mana, exactly.
Okay. Let's change the front wheels now. Just noticed that my mic was messed up, so if the audio was weird before when I was behind the camera, I'm sorry. It's annoying, this mic. Also, I noticed that some people also notice in the comments that it makes noise when I move it. To try to fix that as well, because it shouldn't. Anyway, this is how it looks now at the moment. Rear, I'm very happy with it, but what I need to do is take a bit of that spacer and then probably lower it a bit, because then if we take a bit of the spacer, we can lower this car a bit more so the wheel would work inside the arch, which would be nice. Front is looking good. This is not the perfect fitment, but now obviously the fitment is not the priority. Now, would be good to not to have this gap, but that would bring some more issues with the fitment when you turn the wheels. I already see that we might have some issues when turning the wheels, because obviously there is a much thicker tire now, so this can touch the wheel when you turn. I'm not sure. We cannot turn the wheels now because there is no power steering fluid in there, but yeah, so far so good. Let's move on to another change that I want to make with this car, and it's the front bumper. It's a little change. I think it's a slight little detail that can make a difference. It's actually there in the chilling zone. I know because I cleaned it last week. Let me find it. Okay, welcome to the chilling zone. Look, it's perfect height, like 2 meters. Yeah, 2 meters high here. It's a look of the garage. There was a box here, which is here. Actually, let's see. So these here, I don't know if you can call them splitters or canards or whatever. They are the little additions that you can add to your bumper, like at the bottom edge to the bumper. I had them for a long time, I think since the green S13. So they were in a box. They didn't really fit to any other car that I have, but now with this car, with the much more aggressive, fitment, tires, wheels, blah, 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 engine as well, I think they might fit. So what I need to do is now connect them with my bumper, which is beaten up a lot, and see how they're gonna look. But they are gray, the bumper is white, the car is white. I need to repaint them so they fit the bumper, but for now, just to fit them, I'll just spray paint them white just to see if they fit. So I just spray paint it white, screw them to the bumper and see how it looks, and we together decide if they fit or not. Firstly, I need to clean them though, because they were chilling on a chilling zone for a long time. I checked, and only thing I have is Novel's primer. It's not really white, it's bright gray, but that's all I have. And usually I would paint it outside, but outside is like 0 degrees. So I have a bit of OSB here. I'll just paint it here in the garage. I have a heater here also, so it should dry quite quickly. I don't know, man. It's like something is not yes. It's cool additions to the front bumper, but now maybe it's the side skirts and the rear are kind of empty. I don't know. Something's off. The front looks too massive for the side. Okay, this is it for me here. I'll be back with the topic tomorrow. I'll ask the boys what they think, and yeah, let's think. I don't know. It's not hitting me. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Good morning, 2 days later. Yesterday I had to be off the garage because my 8 tooth decided to break in, and it was quite a tough day, but today we are back. This is closer and closer to being ready to be started, and I think we are gonna be able to start it in 2 days. So on Saturday, so still in this video that you are still watching. Probably the title of the video is something around starting this engine. Unless it doesn't start, then let's see. Hopefully it will. In the meantime, my friend Miłosz picked up this for me. This is the set of bash bars for this car. I bought it from one of the Illuminati's cars. There's actually 2 reasons to get those bash bars. Firstly, to cover everything that is here, so the intercooler, the radiators and everything. In case of heat with the front or with the rear of the car, this bash bar is gonna protect all those, you know, quite expensive parts and also all the fabrication that Adam made from the crash. Second thing, this is a very good support for the bumper. This bumper is quite heavy now with amount of foam inside and stuff. It's fiberglass, it's not the best, you know, bumper in general. So if it has extra support to sit on, it would sit better on the car and fit better as well. Front and rear as well. My rear bumper is, well, quite a bit of destroyed. This is the rear. I've crushed the barrier and this broke. I don't have that piece. And also the light is burned from the fire, melted actually from the fire. But I ordered new rear bumper and I ordered some more parts for the car, but probably they're gonna arrive in like 4 or 5 weeks. Now the plan for today is simple. I will install a missing part that's supposed to be here on the fender, but since those are fiberglass fender, there was no hole for it, and I just had 2 of these somewhere in the boxes, but when I was cleaning garage last week I found them, so I want to install them. Those are little tiny lights. There's probably a proper name for them, which I don't know. I need to find them. I think they're gonna be in JZX lamp box, so let's find out. This is how they look. I had one since I bought the car, and a second one my friend gave me. One of them is from JZX90 and one of them is from JZX100. That's why there's a slight difference. One is bigger, one smaller, but that won't matter. If we put them on the car, no one would notice that they are slightly different. Now what I need to do is find out where they're supposed to be on a fender, drill a hole and install them in. Let's go. What did you find in your car?
Okay, so that was the like small sausage on the one side. On the other side is rzymła. In English, it's a bun.
Why?
I don't know why, man. Like I opened my hood from my car, and there is like from the like I will show you here. On the left side, it was like small sausage.
Here, sausage? Yes.
Sausage. Other side, totally other side, different side, yeah. Small bun.
So who was the person that did it?
Kuna.
Kuna.
Kuna. I don't know what is kuna in English.
Okay, we are getting closer and closer to start this thing. The plan is to start it tomorrow. Adam is connecting now the power steering lines and all the other things. And my mission now is to paint the couple brackets and couple little things around the engine bay that are not painted and are looking ugly. There is this lock, there is this bracket, there is this bracket. And there is AC lines, which are gonna be pain in the ass because I need to totally remove them from the firewall. And they go around here and that. Okay, let's remove all them things from the car. Also today I'm gonna be painting the engine cover and the cam covers as well. Okay, now we getting the things ready to paint. Bozo is scuffing them, and we are also gonna use some silicone remover to clean them. Then I'm gonna lay brown paper here, lay all the little pieces, and we're gonna spray them with what?
Paint.
Yes.
Weźmy kamerę, o! Kurwa, płyta USB! A, przepraszam, ty sobie nagrywać.
One day I will release all unreleased footage. Anyway, we have the stuff painted and now we are gonna be installing it back into the engine bay. But firstly, I will just use Benbow out the all the dirt and shit that's been here because Adam was doing some rev nuts, some welding, some cutting, some bullshitting, some...
Wybębolić to trzeba.
Exactly. So let's do it. Okay, the plastic cover that's on top of the engine is ready to be painted, and now we're gonna remove the actual engine covers because those I wanna paint as well. Those two. At the moment they're not looking too bad. It's just they have different shade of silver than the intake manifold, than a turbo, the downpipe. There is like 5 different shades of silver, so I'm gonna just paint them the same color as the intake manifold is. So we're gonna have kind of the same theme inside the engine bay, and then my idea for painting the engine cover is that I'm gonna paint it black, and then I bought this a little gold, and I'll try to have all that lettering gold. Gold and black should look cool. It should look more interesting than just black, but without any major color. I was thinking about the color. We're trying to think of some green or blue or whatever, but I couldn't decide, so it's gonna go black.
Robił.
Okay, that's one.
To eat grass.
Oh yeah. So here all I need to do is just secure these, secure that, and mat it down and paint. Okay, I'm ready to paint. The only problem is that it's 5 p.m. now, and at 7 p.m. in 2 hours we have our Christmas dinner with all the guys here and stuff from the shop and everything, and I need to be ready. So I have 2 hours to, well, 2 hours till the Christmas dinner, but I still need to go home, take a shower, change and all that. So let's say I have 1.5 hours max to paint those things. 2 of them silver, 1 of them black, so I need to do it very, very quick. I'm gonna use actually one of our new guns that we have from Bembo. Yeah, I'm gonna use this little gun. So silver, silver, black, base and clear coat. Let's go. Okay, 40 minutes later, we have the cam covers painted gray. only a base coat. And I did the first layer of black. Now what I need to do is 2 more layers of black and then put them all together, all 3 pieces, and put a clear coat on them. It's a bit of a ghetto painting again, but it is what it is. Welcome to NIGHTRIDE. Let's go. Okay, what time do we have? 6:20, so it took me 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's not a perfect job, but hey, it doesn't look bad either. This is the black plastic, and these are the covers. Quite good. I'm gonna keep it like this, and tomorrow I think this lettering, the Toyota lettering, I will try to paint it with the gold paint. Or maybe I'll leave it as it is. I'm not sure if it's nice or not. We'll see tomorrow when we put it in the engine bay, and then we can decide. And tomorrow is a big day because we are starting the engine. Pretty much everything is ready now to crank it, to start it, to hear the sound of the engine. Super exciting. Although now we are going to have a Christmas dinner party in a city, so tomorrow might be a bit slow and might be a bit hungover, if you know what I mean. Let's see how it goes. Maybe no, maybe 1 drink and that's it, but who knows? We will find out in a couple hours. You guys will find out in a couple seconds. See you tomorrow. Okay, good morning. It's not morning, it's like 11:30 a.m. But we are feeling good. We didn't drink too much, luckily. We had a couple drinks, we had a beautiful dinner with all the crew. It was a good night yesterday, but today is a big day, so let's start the day. The situation in the garage is, the boys were here before, Boogie, Marek and Adam, and look at this. And this might look like, it's hard to describe what it actually is. But
say it. It's the best body kits on all universe.
Basically, if you watch the videos with Boogie's GS Lexus, you should know what those are. It's hard to believe, but those are bumpers, car bumpers.
KBD tutaj przypatrz.
From KBD, from USA. And the reason why they are looking like this is because they are made from polyurethane, and they came here in a small box from USA. And all the boys need to do now, that's why they are standing next to the heater, is heat them up so they would unfold and get into the proper shape. As you can see, there is quite a lot of pieces here because there is a kit for Boogie's 350Z. There's also a kit for Adam's S13. Is it from bumper or the whole kit?
Kurwa, I was 2 times in Japan. Now I don't say S13.
In Adam's 180. And there's also some more parts for some friends, but this is... I'm always in shock when I see those because this doesn't look like bumpers, right? It probably will take a couple hours for them to unfold, and then I'll show you how they look. Let's see in a couple hours. Now, this is the plan for today. This is gonna spin, this is gonna do su-tu-tu-tu, and this there is gonna do pa-pa-tu-tu. Andrew was working on cables yesterday, and he said he was working on the extra effect called Fire, which I cannot wait for. Now, let's see the effect of my yesterday's work. I put the plastic in between so we can roughly see how it looks. It doesn't look bad for 1.5 hour quick ghetto painting here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare those and install them back to the car to see how the engine bay looks. Finish with all those. Then we are gonna install all the radiators, oil cooler, intercooler. Pipes are looking very nice because Adam did some work with polishing them, and Adam also said that we should cover them with a layer of what? Wax?
No, wax. Ceramic coating.
Ceramic coating for the pipes.
Yep.
Is this what people do?
Kurde, if you want to keep the polish look, polish like I'm polishing surface, you need to protect it with wax. So it's good but weak. You can use clear coat.
Like a spray?
Like a spray, no, but it make it a bit yellow. Mm-hmm. And you can use coating like you use on rims, for example, because we have some heat under the hood, so we use ceramic coating for rims.
Ceramic coating, that's what we're gonna use, and we're gonna see if it's gonna be working. But today is a big day because today we are putting all of them parts together, and today we will see if all the work that we've been doing for the past weeks, mostly Adam was doing, today is gonna be a test of your work. If it works or if it blows.
It is how it is.
This is how it is. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's do it. Ale pozytywnie. Okay, we took the cover out. We need to take this one out. And now what we need to do is set the top dead center of the first piston, because to set the timing you need to have the first piston on the highest position it can be. We need to get rid of the spark plug, and then we need to crank the engine with like a wrench, this one, and set it in a proper position to set the timing. So here on the engine, Adam set up this micrometer gauge. What we need to do is put some kind of wire or whatever to be placed on the top of the piston, and then you crank the engine and the piston slowly go up, 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 and then at some point it would start to go down. So we need to set it in the highest position, and this would help us set it, because the thing that we're gonna put on the top of the piston, the wire, is gonna be touching this. And then the gauge is gonna show us exactly when is the highest possible point.
Nie jest cofnięte, bo to było chyba tu tak po środku, mi się kojarzy.
No to zaraz ustawimy. Wiesz, i tak ustawiasz na oko, nie?
O, to już
No,
cofło, no.
skit.
O, to teraz wyżej już.
No, nie spoko, no to
No
trzeba...
te 40 zrób. O, i zostaw.
Teraz jest.
Now there's a time to add some oil to the engine. Adam, what oil are we using?
They don't give us for free, so I don't say it's the best, but it's good quality, very cheap Polish oil.
Very cheap oil. You'd never want to add a proper quality oil and oil filter, because we're gonna run this engine probably for a while, and then we're gonna flush it, and then only
We warm the engine, we flush it and put normal oil.
and then we put a quality oil and quality oil filter. For example, for later we have this beautiful HKS oil filter for this engine, but there is just no point of installing it now. Now we put some normal cheap filter, and after we flush it we put a proper oil. That one. This oil and this filter for later. For now, cheap option.
Ile tam ma być ty?
Okay, so Adam, what's now?
We're gonna shoot.
We're gonna shoot with the light.
Shoot with the light. We know where the top dead center is now, but ECU don't know. We need to tell this ECU where is the first top dead center.
So tell him.
Kurwa, you know where is this? Yeah, I need to shoot, Andrzej need to click.
Click, click. So we are basically setting the timing. That's what the
Zero timing, yeah.
Zero timing, yeah.
Yep.
Also, we'll be looking at the oil pressure gauge to see if engine has oil pressure. So now it's 0 bar, which
No
is
good.
no good, no ideal. How you feel? You feel good?
Good.
Any hangover? Kurde, nunchako master. In the meantime, I am spraying some cool Japanese letters on an intercooler.
Bo to normalnie zawsze to jest.
Nie, nie w tą.
So the timing is set, and also the oil pressure is shown. So we have oil pressure, we have timing. So we have pretty much everything. We need to set the fuel pressure, no?
Fuel pressure setter.
Fuel pressure regulator is at the back here. AM, look. Professional device. Okay, so the situation is we have put intercooler on, the oil cooler on, and the bash bar. And now the next step will be to install all the pipings to the car. But firstly, like we said before, we want to put a coat of ceramic coat on them so they would last longer, shiny. But Andrew said he's ready with cranking the engine, so I think we're going to proceed with that first, and then we only will install the piping, because to start the engine we don't need an intercooler or intake or anything than this. No dobra.
Andrzeju, czyń honory.
We're gonna check the spark plugs if it's wet or not.
No jest zalane.
Am I the one for you? You're not by my side. I feel like skipping town. You're not down to ride. Cancel all the plans. Yeah, you make me cry. Drive my Volvo off a mountain, Beetlejuice style. Yeah, I hate life, but it's alright. Miss you.
It's working. And we just got kebabs delivered. Perfect time, huh?
Cancel all the plans.
Pięknie.
Am I the one for you? Cancel all the plans. Am I the one for you? You're not by my side. I feel like skipping town. You're not down to ride. Cancel all the plans. Yeah, you make me cry. Drive my Volvo off a mountain, Beetlejuice style. Yeah, I hate life, but that's alright. Miss your fingers down my back in the nighttime. You're so bad for me, but that's alright. I know you're coming back in the morning when I'm just fine.
Okay, this is it for this video. The engine started, no issues whatsoever, and now the only thing that's left for this car to just drive by its own is we need to do a drive shaft. We need to sort out some cables inside the car, mount the battery, fill up coolant and stuff like that. So probably 2-3 days and the car is ready to go on dyno, and we have a dyno session set for the last day of the year, 31st of December. I cannot wait. I'm wondering how much power this engine can make. We're gonna probably try to give it about 1 bar of boost, maybe 0.9, maybe 1.1. But let's play a game. You guys say how much power the car will make in the comments, and the comment that firstly will get the proper answer, which we will know in probably 2 weeks time from now, we'll get a cool care package from our shop. That's gonna be, I think, cool thing. Now, there is one more thing we want to do before the end of the year, and it's maybe happening tomorrow. We found a car for Marek, and tomorrow is the day we are going to check it out, and if it's good, we're gonna buy him a drift car, a base car for drifting for Marek for next year. Super excited. I really hope the car is gonna be good and we're gonna buy it tomorrow. But this you will find out probably in the next one. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, see you in the next one.